Why did Thragg let Mark land hits on him, but felt like he had to block Oliver's punch? The truth is, Oliver is actually stronger than Mark. First, Oliver's Thraxan heritage allowed him to go from a baby to puberty within just 2 years of being on Earth. And unlike Mark, who didn't show his powers until he was a teenager, Oliver was taking out twins with his own hands while he was still just a kid. You could say the Viltrumite DNA kicked in way harder for him than it did for Mark, which is why Thragg wasn't about to just stand there and let Oliver get a clean shot at him. Second, even though Thragg won't admit Oliver is a real Viltrumite, he still chose to test his strength instead of just dodging. It was that exact test that gave Thragg a whole new plan: to occupy Thraxan and use his own DNA to breed a massive army of hybrid soldiers. These soldiers would grow up lightning fast just like Oliver, while still packing all that Viltrumite power. Finally, Thragg taking Mark's hits with his head was actually a form of recognition for his Viltrumite blood. Even when Mark mentioned he beat Conquest, the other Viltrumites weren't pissed, they were shocked and respectful. That's that tribal recognition they only have for their own kind. After Mark blew up Telescria, Thragg even spared his life purely because of his Viltrumite bloodline. But for Oliver, even though he grew up faster and was already pushing Nolan back in close combat at a younger age than Mark ever did, the Viltrumites still refused to accept him. When Thragg raised his hand to block, the subtext was, "This fist isn't worthy of touching my face."